projects and chip seal projects, and I hope that that's clear direction for our director.
Okay, is there any need to discuss this any farther to the extent of needing to make it an agenda item to be able to make the motion to set it in the proverbial concrete?
I think there is. I think this requires more than the end of the day, back and forth kind of situation. I think here, Johnny, this is a priority item. It was just simply that there was a lot of yielding from the coast. My constituents, Kendall's constituents, drive that road every day, a lot of them, awful lot. It should have been a priority a lot sooner. I remember that a long time ago thinking this is a god-awful thing to have here.
Okay, well then by order of the chair on December 9th, we'll have that as an agenda item and we can set it in concrete at that point. Okay, all right?
I think so.
And any supervisors that want to fill the room can so accept the invitation.
We won't be doing it from the 5th. I don't think that's the way you make policy.
We do have a couple of items to take up. County Council report.
Nothing to report.
Okay. There are no appointments. There will be no closed session, correct?
Right. I've been waiting to hear from the other two attorneys. They're trying to work out some language between themselves, and we haven't heard it. I haven't heard from them yet, so I'm going to go ahead and postpone it.
Okay.
Put it on for the next agenda.
Next meeting. Legislative report from CEO's office.
The only thing that's come up in the ledger report this afternoon, I got the email related to related to Williams Act. Sorry, I don't have my microphone on. Email just arrived from CSAC about a half hour ago asking for letters of support because the governor's November revision would permanently eliminate all funding for subventions to county for Williamson Act contracts. And we should respond to that that's not on the CEO's report. I'm sorry, I'm reading something ahead of that's under ledge. But right. We should respond to that prior to the next time the board meets. And we also do not have a general government meeting between now and then. There are some sample letters, and I could draft up a letter for the chair's signature if the board would support that, and we'll get something out on Williamson Act the next few days.
Okay.
Then moving on to the CEO report.
All right.
There is just a number of different small items that are out there for your interest. One of the most I think important things, and for everyone concerned, our office had made a commitment several weeks ago that if we knew the Harris Quarry EIR would not be going forward, that we would notify the public. And we have received a letter from the applicant asking that be withdrawn from consideration for December 16th. So that will come back next year sometime. There was also a Preserve American Community Award that was given to town of Mendocino, and I did also sign an application for grant funding that we'll bring back to your board on December 9th. That was critical. And then, in addition to our comments earlier today, I also included in the report the funding proposals for the Alex Rohrbach Center at the end, again, to try and clarify that. And then there is also some comments about what the governor's doing on budget. And then a couple of clarifying comments for you of other things that have occurred in the last 24 hours. Our department, actually Division of Emergency Services, been working with the Small Business Administration to develop a site for property owners and for businesses affected by the fire to fill out paperwork. We have secured a location on 631 South Orchard Street, which is the HHSA Mendocino Works Office. In about 3 weeks, we'll be announcing that formally, and the Small Business Administration will be here to assist people with fire losses during that period of time. And then the GSA director had also asked me to follow up on her earlier comments relating to Low Gap Park, that the actual cost, she'd quoted a number of $15,000 to $20,000, and the actual number is about $15,000 total after she looked at her numbers. So just a couple of items for your information today.
Any questions of the ledge or the CEO report? Okay, just a comment. Seeing one member of the press still in attendance, just duly noted that this board is not ramrodding, cramming down anybody's throat, shoehorning the Harris Quarry in any action whatsoever. So again, I take exception to certain comments made by Mr. Jack Magnier that this supervisor was doing that, and I would like an apology from that gentleman to retract his statements in this supervisor's regard. Committee reports, supervisor reports. Any reports?
Just one quick report on the railroad. The railroad is now, has just signed a contract